Hi, this is Simon from Fingers on Plastic, and welcome back to the garden. Today I'm going to be talking about WFC Siege figures, and I have a special guest. This is my mate Dave, because everyone's got a mate called Dave. Now, it could be said that it's been about 80 since you last bought a Transformer figure. You were a bit smaller than you, although you've lost so much weight, you're probably about the same size. Disgraceful. He used to be just a little bit chubby, less chubby than me, and now running, apparently it's good for you. Anyway, so he's not seen Transformers apart from the odd video I've thrown his way over the last few months. So what I've done is I've got all my Siege figures out, and we're just going to sit and go through them and see what we think. This all started because I got Reflector, or Refractor as he's now known, because I'm guessing Hasbro lost the rights to the name. So just so you're aware, the War for Cybertron toy line is set just before where it starts. So the G1 cartoon.
Right. This is just before that.
This is just before that. Okay. So this is when they're fighting on the planet. Right. So we'll start with somebody you probably know.
Yeah, I kind of recognise that figure.
So we have Optimus. Now I actually really like this Optimus. A few people have complained about the backpack and his underarm wings here. But to be honest, I don't care. I think he looks really cool. Well, you can identify him.
Well, yeah. I think he looks good from those angles. I think, yeah, as you say, the sort of the underarm bits do look a bit weird from certain angles. But
well, I think one of the things that you can sort of swing around and be like a cannon sort of thing.
Right.
You can get like these little Battle Master things which have like these really cool little plastic blast effects,
right,
which plug into them, and that looks really cool. But they're so rare now. You can't get them. Hasbro UK have been faffing up getting deliveries to the UK, so I haven't got a single. I've got some of these guys, and I ordered these because I thought they were Battle Masters, and they're not. They're just teeny tiny Transformers.
Yeah, they are minuscule, aren't they?
And they're so small I struggle to actually transform.
They're smaller than the first Transformer I ever bought, which was Beachcomber.
Beachcomber?
Yep.
Yeah, one of the little mini bots.
Yep.
God, you can remember the first one you got?
Yep.
That's better than me. I can't remember the first one I got. I want to say
I was about
7. Smarty pants. So yeah, Optimus Prime. We like Optimus Prime. And of course, where you've got Optimus, you get Megatron. Now, one of the things I actually like about him is he's no longer a gun. He's now a tank.
Okay.
Which I think works. Well, you can't really have kids' toys being guns anymore. It's frowned upon in today's...
Political correctness gone mad.
It is. But yeah, apparently they don't want kids waving guns around.
Right. Fair enough.
I do think a tank works better for him. And again, I think he looks great from most angles. I do have one problem with this figure. His head it's
a bit turtle-like, isn't it?
It doesn't clip. There's no clip at the front of his neck. Right. So any pressure in his head goes, I'm good. Oh. But again, would you say he's recognisable?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, again, a bit of a jetpack thing going on there, but which I don't I remember that.
No, his back was just like that previously, but now he's got some tank treads to be concerned about.
Right.
But yeah, no, I like him, but his neck's an issue. Although I might just get some blue tack, because it just needs to be filled out there.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand why they didn't. I think it dips down for transformation, but I think his head. What do you think of the battle damage?
I think it looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. Again, because I do. I mean,
yeah.
Let's move to Soundwave quickly, because I do think they went a little bit overboard with Soundwave's battle damage.
See, actually, no, I disagree. I think that one looks really good. I think that properly does look like it's been dragged along by a car. It properly looks smashed up, which is
cool.
I guess the point, really.
Well, hold on, we just got a message. I do believe we've got another guest having arrived.
Really?
In a moment. Yeah, we had all kinds of excitement. We had a guest turn up. Terry's turned up, who was with me at TFN. He's waving. He's off camera. And the cat jumped into Dave's car because the roof's off and set the alarm off, which was quite funny. Because the cat always has to have, every time I film in the garden, the cat, Jasper, he always does something. He's a bit of an attention whore, quite frankly.
Well, yeah, I don't know where he's gone.
He's over there looking guilty still.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about battle damage, and you're saying that you actually like all of that on Soundwave.
I think he looks like he's been properly through the wars, which is kind of the point, isn't it? And I think it does look genuinely quite Yeah, when I first saw this, it looked like I thought it was like a second-hand one that looked like it had been properly mistreated by Joe.
Yeah.
Cool. See, I like because it's mixed. The community is very mixed. I like the battle damage, and quite a few people really don't like it. But I think because they've been fighting for what 4 million years or something ridiculous, and every time you get a figure, it's always pristine. So I actually really like the fact they've put on it. And again, he's very identifiable from G1.
Obviously, yeah.
You know who he is
In robot mode.
in robot mode. Or again, he transforms into. I'm not going to bother with transforming because it's a whole lot of faff and it's a bit hotter out here than I thought it was going to be. But there he is.
Oh yeah, I'm
They
not
all-
sure about that.
I actually do because it make. Why would he transform into a
I
tape
suppose,
recorder?
yeah, I suppose.
on
I suppose,
Cybertron?
yeah, but then, the front is very much.
Well,
a
you
tape player.
still get
Excuse me.
Ravage and Laserbeak, but they're like gold dust. I can't find them anywhere. Apparently, they might be turning up in Smiths now, so I need to go to a Smiths
Right.
after I get paid.
When's your new job starting?
I start work on Monday.
Okay.
Finally, after all these months.
So who might get Smiths?
Ravage and Laserbeak, the little battle masters. They have the little blast effects in it, and they fold up and fit in his chest. I'm a bit annoyed because obviously, in every other iteration of a Soundwave figure, you get a cassette with him. He always comes with usually Laserbeak,
Yeah, it feels a bit cheap.
and now he doesn't. But you get Shockwave here. Again, very identifiable. I think he looks spot on. This is probably one of my favourites. And he comes with all of this guff, which you sort of plug onto him. Again, I'm just going to show the picture on the box. Cheating. And he looks like that. I mean, he looks
Yeah.
quite badass.
Yeah.
But by doing that to Hasbro, that justifies the leader. That makes him classed as a leader class figure.
Right.
So that jumps him from around £25 to £50.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
which
Well.
it's a bit sketchy.
Yeah. Possibly.
But he looks fantastic, and he's got amazing light piping. Probably the best light piping in the line. And no hollow bits. I think this is probably one of my favourites of the line, if I'm going to be completely honest. Because that is just great. I am a little bit Autobot heavy, so that's good. We've got Ironhide. Again, most of his damage is to his feet. I think he must kick people a lot.
Yeah. Because I would have expected if it was anything like Soundwave, then it would have had like smashed up.
Yeah, he'd have been shot in the
windscreen or whatever.
Yeah, been shot in the boobs a few times at least.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit around the exhaust. He's missing. I'd have liked to have seen some paint on the wheels. It's been a common thing. I've actually started some of my older figures as like a test. I've started taking a Sharpie to them.
Right.
And actually, Terry, would you mind terribly in that box? There's a bumblebee. Would you grab him? Sorry.
Yes, master.
So I just get people here to carry things. For them.
master.
So what do you want me to do?
There should only be one thing in that box. There we go. Yeah, that's him. Thank you very much. So he had like bare wheels, and I've just taken a Sharpie, and I also added his lights
Right.
and and I put that little gold badge on. And in robot mode, I gave him a little little red blip there for a badge, and it looks so much better. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that.
It does add a little bit to it.
It does. It adds to it. And it was a Sharpie. It was like £3 off Amazon. So I think I'm going to fill in some of these wheels. Maybe make his tyres black. I don't know yet.
Probably just blacken the tyres with it.
Maybe if I just blacken the tyres, that'll probably do that. But again, he has a problem I dislike thoroughly, like the back of his arms.
Yeah.
Big dirty holes, back of his back. So he loses points for that. But again, it looks like Ironhide. And he does transform into a... It's not exactly a camper van, but you get where they're going with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a million miles away, is it?
No. The Autobots are very sort of loyal. Prowl. Again, from the front, you know who it is.
Yeah.
It's very
Oh, yeah,
recognisable.
spot on, yeah.
But his back is an absolute
Oh, yeah,
disaster.
that looks like that's a proper cheap mess, isn't it?
There's just nothing there. He's hollow all the way from the back to the front. He's hollow in there. The back of his legs are hollow. And it's a shame because they've repainted this and they're releasing it as Barricade for the Decepticons. But I'm not going to bother buying it just because it's such. although it looks great in robot, it's just so flimsy and cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, as you say, it doesn't really sort of exude quality, does it?
No.
Yeah. Got quite a different colour wheels though.
But I like his wheels, I like his head sculpt, and I sort of, if you look at him straight on, he looks really cool.
Yeah.
But he's just such a cheap mess. I think they could have done
Which
better. Prowl.
He's Siege line.
Yeah, it's all Siege. This is all the Siege line. And conversely, we then get
And the Bumblebee.
the Bumblebee's Prime line. He's just one.
Power Primes, isn't he? Or something?
No, Transformers Prime line. So I got him at TFN.
Yes, oh, yeah. Tell you some funny stories about that, by the way.
Funny stories.
Yeah, you had a lovely red bag. You got the red bag anywhere?
It's upstairs. He's still mocking my red bag. It's been hailed as a genius idea, I'll have you know.
I'm intrigued by this red bag.
I had just a granny bag, you know those pull-along bags on wheels?
Oh, what? Like a trolley?
Yeah.
Granny trolley?
Yeah, granny
Oh,
trolley.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you had a granny trolley full of Transformers?
Everyone else was like carrying them around or having to go up to their rooms. I slapped it in the granny bag,
Grannies know something.
and throughout the whole day, not once did the back of my feet get stepped on.
Grannies know something.
They do.
Yep.
Grannies for the win.
Yep.
So I love that trolley. And I'm going to use it every year, I think.
Yep.
You know him? Can you
Can't
give him
remember
his
his
name?
name, but-
Sideswipe.
Right. Yeah. That sounds good.
So again, I think he looks fantastic. Slight hollow forearms. A little bit there. But overall, I think he's amazing. He's the one... When I dipped my toe into the Siege line, he's the one I got first. As like a, is it going to be any good?
Yeah.
Am I going to like this line?
And again, I mean, other than the sort of the bits on the leg, they're sort of not particularly smashed up, are they?
It's
They seem to
very
be pretty much smashed up all the Decepticons.
well. I don't think Soundwave's got. Shockwave's got even a blemish.
He never really did much battling anyway.
No, he just sort of hung around.
Yeah.
Megatron's got a bit on his chest and legs and arms, and Prime's got a bit. Ironhide's feet.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, he's pretty much got through. Poor Soundwave. He was always the workers' man Decepticon, I suppose.
I think basically, yeah, most of the Autobots have just been kicking in Soundwave.
Yeah. Hound, bit hollow at the back, but again, I think he looks fantastic. I really do like. But yeah, the hollowness is a problem for me. Six Gun. Remember that giant Metroplex? I mean, a lot of people had him as a kid.
Oh yeah, that
And
was
he-
always one that everybody wanted and most people didn't have actually.
Yeah.
'Cause it was really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so Six Gun came with him, and he's been re-released, and he's brilliant. You can just make you just literally pull him to pieces, and then you can either make a spaceship with him, or guns for others, or
Right.
platforms for others. So he's got a multitude of uses.
So he's essentially just Metroplex's weapons.
Yeah, but he's also a figure in his own right,
Yeah.
and
Right.
you can because all these the siege lines have got the little holes all over the place, where you can add guns or blast effects and things like that. So there's some thought has actually gone into this wave, unlike others,
Right.
which I'm.
What do you, taking him apart seems to be a little bit less transformery than others.
No,
It's
but
more,
yeah,
Lego.
He's a parts former, is the,
Right.
But and funny enough, that's another sort of subcategory in Transformers, the Transformers versus the parts formers, and
I'm really showing my ignorance clearly.
what you've not collected it
Yeah.
since 1980 something.
It's true.
God, we're old. Apart from Terry, of course, he was always a beacon of youth.
Absolutely.
I'm older than both of you. By half a year at least.
What was it like back then?
I don't know. It was like.
You know what he's not said is it's his granny bag I borrowed for TFN.
Well, yeah. He's an actual one.
Yeah, his actual everyday granny
That's
bag.
fair enough.
It's
good.
I was like, Terry, can I borrow it? He's like, yeah, but I'm going to pretend it's nothing to do with me. I'm going to mock you for it the whole day.
Sounds fair.
Oh, you just put that on film.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not going in.
So,
Yeah, is that Skyscream?
Starscream.
Starscream.
Yes,
Starscream.
it is Starscream.
Yes.
I actually like his alt mode in that one.
I love his alt mode.
I do like Seeker's alt modes.
Yeah,
in the
I want to
Cyber
get
Line.
Thundercracker.
Sorry.
Skywarp's the wrong colour.
Sorry?
They've released Skywarp and he's the wrong colour. Skywarp's supposed to be black and purple, but he's sort of grey and purple and it looks weird. And I'm really disappointed with that. I can't take a Sharpie to a whole bloody figure. Again, I love his Tetrajet mode, but I do think they could have possibly done something with his robot chest other than just stick it on the back of the ship.
I don't know. It's yeah, maybe.
His little robo boobies are there.
Yeah.
Boxes.
Yeah. And he's actually a new figure. I've not had much chance to play with him. Terry, you got him recently.
Yeah.
You went to all the cool stuff. Again, the detail on this guy's amazing.
Look at his feet.
Oh, his back
Bob
is
feet.
hollow.
No, no, look at his feet. Click them left and right. Click.
Ooh,
So you can pose his legs out and he actually.
that's quite a stance. Yeah.
Yeah.
His
That's-
details on his arms and stuff like that, is absolutely incredible. And his gun, they've really gone to town on the moulded detail.
I don't know. I still probably prefer the other colour versions, but
Oh, well, I'm a bit irritated, but the toy version one,
yeah.
they're releasing that in a 3-pack.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to get 3 of this one. Because you know he transforms into the camera in that first episode, and you need, and there's 3 of him, and you need 3 of them to make the camera. Other than that, he's just sort of he's another one a little bit like. I don't think much effort went into his spaceship mode, to be honest.
Yeah, that's just a thing, isn't it? It's not really.
Actually, I've not tried this, but I'm imagining if you put his head back, that looks like his legs at the front. They probably just clip together. Let's have a look. What does he do? Oh, his arms. There they go underneath, and his hands fold in. What's that do? Not a lot. No, I think you have to take this off. Just
It's got to
about.
fold down somehow. Does that twist round or something? No.
No. And maybe that twists around. Oh, there we go. That twists around. There we go. Does his legs go? Yeah, no. Oh, these come out.
Instructions in the box.
Well, where's the fun in the instructions? What I tried to do is look at the picture and have a go. Ugh. That's really getting annoying. I think that just sort of clips on there, clips there. That sits on. Yeah, that's. His gun sits in. There.
Yeah. As you say, it's just a
Not gonna lie,
thing.
I'm not convinced by that one.
No.
Like, I like Shockwave's. Where's Shockwave's box? I think that fell off the table. His spaceship is pretty cool, actually. It looks mean. I like that because it looks like it was what it looked like in the cartoon.
Yeah.
And it has that Battlestar Galactica
Yeah.
jet
Yeah.
mode. That.
That is a nice granny bag.
It is a lovely granny bag,
Where'd
right?
you get it, Joe?
Well,
Did you take it from or borrow it from Simon?
I'm gonna kill you.
Remember, my channel is a child-friendly channel.
No murder allowed.
No murder allowed.
Technically, murder's not meant to be allowed.
But,
I don't
What
like
you'd be amazed what people do for views on YouTube. It's, you know, I could do with a few more views, maybe.
Some people sit around and play with plastic all day.
We're putting our fingers on plastic. You see what I did there?
Oh, no. Anyway,
I'm not convinced by that one.
No.
don't like it in the all modes.
I love his robot
haven't
mode is spot
I haven't
on.
even attempted to transform mine because it just
It's-
doesn't appeal.
Well, it's just not really a thing, is it?
Well,
It's
it
just
makes sense that he's. I mean, I get the spaceship thing. I do, because Cybertron's probably a really big planet, and like I said, Shockwave. I think is his
yeah,
box
but
down
that's
there
what a spaceship looks like.
somewhere? His looks awesome.
That's a thing with a gun on it and half a camera.
A third of a camera.
Well,
You have to get
Yeah.
3 to finish his bits. But I'm impressed. But yeah, he really is a figure of interesting. Like, yeah, this mode's lame, but his robot, the molded detail is fantastic. You know, it's
That's a highly detailed thing.
yeah. Again, not much. The battle damage is really sporadic. Like, I think the last figure to look at is. You know, you see the kids in supermarkets with the skates on in their shoes.
Oh yeah. Rollies or wheelies or whatever they're called. Yeah.
Oh, Magnus here's got them. But again, I think he looks fab. He can barely move his legs because he's got his big truck bum. But other than that, and he's got some battle damage. It's like, I think the whole war it's just been these two fighting with Megatron and Prime every now and then showing up for the cameras. Oh, you're too.
Yeah.
But what I like about this line is that if you go back to I remember my Generation 1 toys back from the 80s, and these have a look to them that are very sort of reminiscent of that. I think it really translates.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with all of those except Ultra Magnus.
Mm.
So I think
no,
the original
the
toy
original
for
Ultra
Ultra
Magnus
Magnus
was
was just
just
rubbish.
It was just a
I'm
big-
sorry, it was just rubbish. He couldn't move anything. I think. Could he move his arms?
His arms could go backwards and
right,
forwards and
but his legs were completely rigid, weren't they?
yeah, they were
and,
set.
and you couldn't do anything with it. He was,
No.
Yeah, I just always thought that as a particular toy was rubbish.
Yeah, no,
and
he
even in Transformed, it just looked like a kind of a.
He was a car
wasn't that
transport.
good.
I thought his car
Yeah.
transporter mode. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but it
saying
was a car transporter with missiles on it. How many car transporters have missiles on
in
them?
the 80s, dealerships and deals like that were very
How many car
competitive.
Fair enough,
transporters
so.
turn into robots?
Well, admittedly, that's true. I don't know, but then I wouldn't know because they're in disguise.
But yeah, no, I like this line. I need a few more Decepticons. Like, I want to get Thundercracker and I want to get Skywarps mostly. I want to get 2 more of these. Springer's coming.
I haven't done this for years, but so your TVR's in disguise, is it?
Could be.
As a car.
Yeah. Got me here.
Right, and then-
No,
Oh,
his
wow.
his TVR is a parts
I don't-
former
I
because
don't
you
like-
have to get the bricks separately.
I do not like the colour.
What's
Well,
wrong
I
with the
do
colour?
like the colour, but it's just not.
It's a bit deeper blue, isn't it, than
Yeah.
than the original? But I think it's
But
better
the
colour.
original was just another excuse to sell off moulds of.
Basically,
Optimus
Optimus Prime. Yeah.
Well,
No,
it was
I
just
think
it was a white mould of Optimus Prime
Yeah.
with a,
Yeah, with
with
the
a rubbish
big chunky plastic shell.
plastic shell on it. Yeah. No, I quite like the colour of that. I think it's better than the original one.
anti-skates. I'm not sure if that's a feature. It must be inadvertent because if that was a feature, it'd be all over the box.
Yeah.
You see, Hasbro have said that they're going to remove plastic from all their packaging and products.
Really? Plastic from packaging and products. What are they going to make them out of? Spaghetti?
I don't know because I thought, fine, if you're going to get rid of the boxes, that's fine.
There's Ultra Magnus. The white
Yeah.
Ultra Magnus.
Yeah. No, I remember.
Obviously,
Yeah.
I haven't got his shell on display because
Yeah.
It's no.
Because it's rubbish.
yeah.
But what are they going to make the figures out of? Wood?
Yeah. Reinforced cornstarch.
Don't give them ideas. You get hungry one
Saying
day.
that, though.
You get hungry, you just boil a figure as
Sadly,
dinner.
Lego have been looking into that.
Have they?
Seriously, yeah. Lego have been looking into recyclable, biodegradable plastic. So yeah, it's not quite as bonkers as it sounds.
But will it last? Biodegradable tends to think it breaks down, and obviously
Well,
you don't want your figures
yeah.
falling to pieces. I mean,
Depends how long you want to
like
keep them for.
someone like Prowl, he's already a bit flimsy enough. You
Very true.
start making him out of cereal. It's a
Yeah,
mixed
admittedly,
bag.
I don't think they're making them out of Rice Krispies. So.
Oh, they are. That's a shame. I love Rice Krispies. I'm very much into Cocoa Pops. And Grace has got me into Cocoa Pops.
Right.
There's Cocoa Pop Rocks. Delicious.
Right. So they're like Cocoa Pops, but just more unhealthy,
Yeah.
supposedly.
They're bigger and chunkier.
Bigger and
and-
chunkier.
Yeah.
Good.
Anyway, we've veered widely off topic. Overall,
Absolutely.
I think this line's really good. I'm really chuffed that you said you like the battle damage.
Yep.
I think that's...
No, it was different. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure, without being an expert, that there are going to be loads of sound waves kicking around. So having one option that looks like he's actually been fighting and smashed up, and frankly needs a little bit of, an elastoplast,
Yeah,
is a good thing.
absolutely.
Surely, you know, it gives people options.
Absolutely. Well, I think that about wraps this video up. Oh, there's these little teeny tiny tiddling thing. I think we've mentioned the teeny tiny tiddly guys.
Who's that?
He is Road Handler or Swindler. I think Swindler's the red one.
Okay.
Is Swindler really a good guy name? Swindler sounds like someone's going to rob you or swindle you. Plus, there's already a Swindle, who is a bad guy. Oh, heck. Ugh. These are just ripe to be misplaced or swallowed.
Yeah.
That's good. I got this at TFN. I got this legend scale, this teeny tiny masterpiece figure of Jazz. It's absolutely
Transformed.
amazing.
Perfect.
Yeah, I've seen worse. I got a mate up in Yorkshire, also called Dave, the other Dave, who he's got a few masterpieces, but he can't transform them. And he keeps threatening to transform one on camera so that I can do like a live commentary on it,
Right.
just for the giggles. I think, yeah, these things they transform like actually. So you did actually have that bit right. So you have that bit, and you do the same to him.
Oh, these connect together, do they?
And they connect together?
Because to be honest, on that picture, they look like they're doing
Oh, I
something
see.
fairly unsavoury.
There we go, look at that, there's little... two become one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not judging.
There we go. So that plugs into that, like that. And then that becomes a gun.
I'm sorry. No, it doesn't. It just makes it look like he's carrying two cars.
Yeah, he looks like he's disturbing them in a very private moment.
It really does. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. There's no way you can call that a gun. That's just, as you say, two cars that are
Apparently
happy
it's
together.
a WFC S9.
Is it?
Oh,
Is it?
So, because Ironhide, he's
So
got
if
this...
basically, what you're saying is, if you add numbers and letters to something, it means it's actually a thing.
Yeah,
Right.
apparently.
Okay.
Very much a thing. It's good that Terry's taken all these pictures. It would save me having to take one to get a thumbnail for later. No. Oh, bloody hell.
Trying a different lens.
His ball just popped right off. Anyway, I'm still recording this. Yeah, basically so far we like the Siege line. You say that's fair?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not really a big collector, but this is a non-collecting back from the 80s. And we've got Terry, who does own this, but keeps him in Robot. And I've got a feeling Terry's going to end up with a Jetfire one day.
Cannot confirm nor deny that, or have it set on my internet search.
Yeah, it was on his search, and I think the only reason he's not got it is because it's sold out everywhere. Pretty sure as soon as Kapow get them back in.
Smith's will have them back in the end of the week.
Anyway,
Maybe.
that about wraps up this, ooh crikey, nearly half-hour rant. I'm going to have to do some editing. I hate editing. I might just throw it up as it is. Anyway, thank you very much.
very much.